is Sanjaya Krishna. I'm the managing member of Omboy Insights, which is my own consultancy, but I am here as the project lead for Rock-KG, which is a knowledge graph that I built as part of a team leading a project for the Rockefeller Archive Center. Yes, the project was the vision of Rockefeller Archive Center's Director of Research and Engagement named Barb Shubinsky, who I had an opportunity to meet when I was doing some work at the Rockefeller Foundation, which is not the same organization. She had this vision of making archival records more explorable, finding better insights out of them. Typically those records are read by people who just read them as dense narrative documents and maybe do a little control F to find some things. But she had a vision of like, I really want to understand grant making. I want to see what topics became popular over time, these types of things. And I said to her, I really think you want to do this in a knowledge graph. So one thing led to another, and I ended up getting engaged directly by the Rockefeller Archive Center. I wrote an RFP to find a data science and technology vendor to help us. We selected GraphAware and the Neo4j database that they sit on, and they provided us several excellent data scientists, and away we went. Ultimately, we had a schema that would tell you about people, conversations, what was discussed in the conversations, who were in the conversations, who talked about who might be a student of who worked at what organization, and most importantly, where did grant money go and for what topics? And that's all traversable in a Neo4j graph. I guess my understanding of knowledge graphs early on was I always thought of them more of an academic thing and this sort of esoteric group of super smart people dealing with this stuff, and now we're seeing it move fully into enterprises. And I'm not saying this happened overnight or recently. I know it's been there for a while, but that's been one of the, really seeing the types of people who've come to the conference this year versus last year, just in terms of getting taken way more seriously. Anyone who has, kind of densely unstructured, densely narrative archival documents who would like to understand more about the project that we did, or maybe try it themselves, should feel free to get in contact with me. Be happy to share the experience that we had. I think that I would love to see all archives and people make their their records available in this way, or at least allow people to try and build it themselves, because that's something that people can do now as well. One thing I'll say about the Rockefeller Archive Center information we use, it's entirely in the public domain. It's outside of the original 25, I think it's a 25 or 30 year embargo, because it's from 1933 to 1942. So people could use those documents and try and recreate our project even.